Hey everybody, Brent from Brenspeed, what's up? Thanks for watching Brenspeed TV, another episode of High Mile Coyote Mustang. So I have a few things to cover today. I think you're really gonna like it. I made some changes to the car from an appearance standpoint. I wanna show you that. We've also been back to the track several times. Sent the guys from the shop out there, let them do some tweaking, see what the car would run, and we improved the ET. I wanna go over that. I'm gonna do some question and answer with you as well. A lot of comments, a lot of questions. I have some answers for you, and then we're gonna talk about what we're gonna do next to this car, which is gonna be awesome. So check out the changes I've made. First thing, if you remember, when we did the race stars, we had polished, okay? As you can see right here, I switched over to the black race star wheels. They're called Dark Stars. Still running a 15x10 in the back, 17x4.5 in the front. But I was really going more for this theme right here. I like the black wheels with this color. I think it looks really cool. I also did a black 5.0 emblem. This is actually a matte black. Found it online, really cool. Did that. And then something else I wanted to change on the car was I wanted to change the front grille. So on the front, I did a Celine grille. It fits 10 to 12 Mustangs, and I think it gives it a really clean look. And that's exactly what I want to do for the appearance on the car. And one other thing I did, which you can't see from looking on the outside, is I did change the steering wheel. So if you remember looking back at this car, it was like the base model, which I don't mind that. I don't mind the cloth. The steering wheel is so plastic and so cheesy. I can't hardly stand that, so I found myself a used premium steering wheel with the leather. That looks a lot better and it feels a lot better driving down the road. So those are the changes I made, and now let's talk about all these times when we went to the track. All right, let's talk some new ETs out of the High Mile Coyote Mustang. Now, I was stoked with the 1130 in episode 4. Actually, if the car never went any faster than that, at the time, I was like, I'll take it, no problem. Well, I came back to the shop after I was in Florida, and I told the guys, hey, anyone wants to take this thing to the track, beat my time, go do it. So Ian, Brooks, and George were all like, hey, we're gonna make a better time than you. I'm like, I don't care, go try it. So check this out. Here's like half the time slips these guys. These guys are like, we're going to the track once or twice a week. We did not add any power to that car, but we did tweak the suspension. So Brooks has the fastest time so far, 11:14 in the High Mile Coyote Mustang with a 1.51 60 foot. George is the next fastest time. He took it down to Atlanta. I'm like, hey, go race, you know, some of our local tracks. George goes to Atlanta, Georgia, and runs 11:20. Killer DA spins with a 1.61 60 foot. That would actually have been a really good pass. So the High Mile Coyote Mustang is getting closer to the 10-second range. We actually are gonna try to hit that. So here's some ETs. I want to talk a little bit about that. So probably could do a whole video about drag racing, but these time slips are anywhere from 11:40 to 11:1. Different drivers, different days, 4 different drag strips, and different DAs. That basically means your elevation is a good way to say it, and different drivers trying to figure out a different way to drive the car. I think the thing they're doing now is running 16.5 PSI in the tires. I was running 17.5 at a 2,700 RPM on the Launch Max. Now we're up to about 3,300 on the Launch Max with 16.5 PSI dead hooking on a prep track. Best time 11:14 with a 1.51 60 foot. A lot of you sent in questions about what are you gonna do next to the car. I printed some out, let's look at them. All right, I have some cool comments sent in. I want to read them to you and then tell you what we're going to do next to the car, which is actually based off one of these comments. So it's random. I love the comments you guys send in. We always look at them. So Patrick Rubio says, hey, basically saying awesome work. Make a Hail Mary pass, gut the car, take weight out, ounces equals pounds mentality. Yep, I get that. Do everything you can, get some good DA, go run 11:20s. I think that's a great idea. Luckily, we've already beat 11:20s, and taking some weight out of the car is something we're probably gonna have to try to do to get this car to go down into the 10s. So thanks for sending that in. Art Dealer 22 says, hey, that's impressive. Is that off 93 octane? Is this all pump gas? So if it is, that's impressive. He's amazed. Yes, we are currently running 93 octane. We are probably gonna do something else to help get this car into the 10s. I'm thinking E85. So I gotta tell you guys, forums are crazy, and forums can be good, not always. Honestly, to be blunt, 95% of the stuff I read on forums are people that are telling you about things their buddies' uncles did, not necessarily what they did. And there's some limited info out there on naturally aspirated coyotes in E85. There's some certain forums you can find information on, but a lot of it is people talking about what they heard, not what they've done. Or maybe some guy's happy with the 85 and they like the way the car runs and they like how fast it is, but maybe not a good before and after on 93. So I think what we should do to prove if this is a good thing to do or not is dyno the car like it sits right now in 93. We've already done it, but put it back on the dyno. Let's put some 85 in the car and see what kind of power we can pick up and then see what happens at the track. I think that's something I'm going to put on the list to help us get into the 10s. So thanks for that. Okay, we got Dirty Dan 0442. Dirty Dan says do some cams. We've also, a lot of other people say build an NA car. I think that's actually a good idea too. And the car's got 160 some thousand miles on it. You know, let's build it up NA. I've looked at some high compression options. That's possibly something we're going to do in the future. Joshua Malili 2, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Supercharge it next. That's not a bad idea. I got to tell you, I've got a lot of supercharged cars, and that's something I do all the time. I was really looking for something a little different for this particular project we're doing, but that's something we might do in the future. But then Raw Ray sends a message in. He's like, hey Brent, try some nitrous out of the hole before you go supercharge or turbo. That's actually not a bad idea, because although putting nitrous on a car and putting a blower or turbo on a car, it's really almost the same amount of work. Taking the nitrous off would be a lot easier. He says great job on the videos, especially on the details. Thank you for saying that. So Raw Ray, how about this? Boom. This is what we're doing next. So we're gonna do a Zex blackout kit on the car. We're gonna try putting the car all motor into the 10s. May or may not get there, whatever. Hey, we're this close, let's try it. But let's put a big shot of nitrous in this High Mile Coyote Mustang. I am all about that. This kit is adjustable between 75 and 175 horse. And I say we just run as much as we need to run to see how fast the car will go. So I think that is what we're gonna do next for sure. Stay tuned, subscribe, leave a comment, ask questions, but we're gonna put this on the High Mile Coyote Mustang. We're gonna take it back to the track, so stay tuned for more videos. I'm pumped, the car's fast, man. I drove it today, just driving around on the street. It drives really, really nice at part throttle. I love the Circle D converter. The stall is high, but it's really good on the street. I enjoy driving it, and it's fast all motor. People have been really, really impressed with it. And then we add this right here. It's gonna be a lot faster. So stay tuned. Don't forget, like I said, subscribe. Thank you for watching.